This is Jeff Grebe with Weichert Realtors Advantage Plus, and this is your market moment for Monday, December 20th. With Christmas just 5 days away, I think it's safe to say there are not many sellers thinking about listing their home this week. You know, in a normal market, it would be the second quarter of each year when most listings come on the market, April, May, and June every year. But the reality is the market right now is anything but normal. The reality of the pandemic and coming out of the last couple of years, seasonality in the real estate market has kind of been thrown out the window. So let's take a look at this because I think it is a big point and really a point that underscores we'll be seeing a lot of selling and buying this winter, maybe a lot more than many people are expecting. Jessica Lotz, the Vice President of Demographics at NAR, says home sellers have historically moved when something in their lives has changed. A new baby, a marriage, a divorce, or a new job. She goes on to say the pandemic has impacted everyone, and for many, this has become an impetus to sell and make a housing trade. So no doubt that seasonality, all of these things that used to drive the real estate market still do in some respect, but the pandemic caused a lot of people to say we need something different in a home. It goes on to say the pandemic likely spurred occupants to shorten their home stay as tenure in the home decreased to 8 years from 10 years. This is the largest single year change in home tenure since NAR began collecting such data. Here's what that looks like graphically. Going all the way back to 1985, you see average of about 6 years of someone staying in their home. Then we went through the housing crisis and people started staying in their homes even longer, 7, 8, 9, even 10 years. So we've averaged just over 9 years for the last 10 years or so. There's a lot of good reasons for that. People maybe didn't have equity to make a move. Maybe they were underwater for a while in the home that they own. Maybe they just said, we're going to try and pay this thing off and stay here because we saw what happened to people during the housing crisis in 2008. Now, coming out of the pandemic, we're seeing that dip down. I'm certainly not saying that 1 year would make a trend by any stretch of the imagination, but I think we can say it represents pent-up seller demand in all those years that folks stayed in their homes. We can say the meaning of a home has dramatically changed. We can say there's more equity in homes today than ever before. All of this leading many people to think now is the time to make a move. I do believe we'll start to see that this winter. Enjoy Christmas week, but if you're thinking about making a move next year, you shouldn't wait till spring. For a no-obligation price trend analysis, reach out to one of our agents at 865-474-7100 or online at AdvantagePlusTN.com. And for all of our weekly updates, make sure to like, follow, or subscribe to this page. Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you next Monday. This is Jeff Grebe with Weichert Realtors Advantage Plus.